Hello and welcome to another episode of Motorsport Manager with Levingston Motors. There has been some developments since the last race. The last race being the most successful race in Levingston Motors history. Englehart getting in second, Max Porter getting fourth. Even though Englehart getting second is an absolute shock, I think Max Porter getting as high as fourth is even more shocking, to be honest. His job was purely to beat Predator, and he beat them and then some. Englehart's the one that's meant to be getting up there if he can, and indeed he did. Thankfully he didn't get first, because that's a lot of money to pay out in bonuses. Oh dear. As for our car, I've been improving the gearbox, and as you can see, we're now 6th on the grid. We've gone from the worst gearbox to a gearbox that's actually about average. So the bottom 5 teams, 6th to 10th, all have gearboxes within 20 to 30 performance of each other. And we are designing one more gearbox. This gearbox will be worse to start off with than what I've got, but it can be improved a lot more. So that'll be my long-term strategy with the gearbox, to make sure we don't regress too much over the season. The brakes will be next. We are 8 for them, get that up to about here as well. And suspension. Going in order of importance. We still only have the 9th best car on the grid. I think that's our suspensions. Well, it's our brakes really, how far down that is. But the most important part that we can build is now average on the grid, so we should be able to race mid-pack at this point. Brakes aren't too important now, it's all about the gearbox and suspension. And it hasn't terrible, because the yellow, not orange or red. But there has been a few more developments. That one we'll get to in a minute. It was Falco Englehart's birthday, and even though he did deserve a party, we are a businessman. We put the needs of the team first, so we did just a card. Even though it affected his morale, it should go back up after the next race anyway. And as you can see, Englehart is now filming a documentary for 20 weeks, which gives him plus 25 marketability, which now gives us 4-star sponsors. And 2 of these are going to run out. Unfortunately, the race bonuses are not these ones. But we can replace these with some 3 stars when we get there. But hopefully we can get a nice sign-on bonus for these 2. And it's that one we generally use anyway. Or we probably could use... Ooh, 9th place double. Yeah, I think we're using that one actually. That's worth a lot of money. Just turning shadow play off. I don't know if you can see that, but it's annoying me. So, as for our new gearbox, reliability is a bit low, but if we put on Englehart, the nurse perk will take care of that. It's at 290, and Max Porter is also getting an upgrade to 263. Reliability a bit higher. I had to take reliability off this one to make sure this one got to a decent start. The brakes are the lowest time to repair, so they're always last. Plus these need to last a bit longer than the brakes, because the brakes I will be replacing next. So we are going to go for Ranchai. No, it's Wonderdog, that's the down. I'm going to get a second again. Do I dare go for 9th or above? No rain. Is it last time we got so high because of the rain and teams didn't push? But our gearbox is a lot better now. You saw it in some of the corners. Vexal in particular just slowly getting ahead of us during turns, because we're accelerating quicker. But our driver skill kind of compensates for that. They can defend as well. Which is why the engine that's why the engine I wanted to make spec, because if you're in a slower car but in corners, your driver's skill is still quite important there. Even with the worst car, they can still defend. Whereas if your car just flat out slower, they're just going to take off, and you can't do anything about it, because you can't just block them off. So that's against the rules and not cause a crash. So we'll take a risk here and go for 9th or above. I think Munich had John do well on, which means we're going to do crap now that I've said that. And the main thing as well is that the overall comment is down from -12% for Englehart to -7%, so our parts are starting to get decent. Unfortunately, he's actually unhappy now. But once he builds some more starts, we should be fine. I mean, if he does alright, you know, like 53 above his morale go up anyway, because we expect to finish 10th. So anything better than 19th and 20th is he's going to get our morale up anyway. All parts fine. Yep, let's race. Bad news about this is that, well, to be fair, I don't really use my speed bonus yet, do I? Because I use the tyre wear for Porter and the nurse perk for Englehart. So getting the tyre bonus for dry tyres is irrelevant to my strategy. So the wet weather's not actually going to bother me here. Well, it starts off a little wet. But of course, I will take practice and I will see you for the race itself. That is the end of practice. Englehart comes top again. Porter down in 14th. Bit of a concern, that. Yeah, he even beat some dry times because a few people that got out on dry, the two drivers, it was wet for their third sector, and that was enough for Englehart to take top spot, beating his teammate by a second. Watch the language, Antonov. The problem is we're at the back. Race trim and light-footed. Race trim and nurse, because that means we can push more, and that will give us a bigger time bonus over performance increase. The main thing is that both of these drivers are at 97%. I've already saved them. I'm hoping it doesn't change because it's dry now. We'll attack, overtake, attack, overtake. The one's soft. What's the weather? 18 degrees. Fairly warm. Porter needs to be on softs, definitely. 10 to 12, 20 at that race. Might have to do a medium stint. Might have to do a medium stint. It's 10 lap, what do you call it? 10 lap stints for the most part. It'll be 9 and 10 to start off with because we're pushing with our engine. So yeah, I think a long medium stint is going to be required at some point. Probably the middle stint and push at the end. I mean, they can last, what, 14 to 16 laps, so and it's not that hot, so we can push these quite hard, to be fair. But we'll start off on softs for now. I think that's what most teams are doing. Soft, 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 soft. Banana's actually injured with back problems. I think she won the last race. Oh no, she didn't. It's Antonov that won the last race. Right, so everyone's basically on soft to start off with. No weight stripping, we don't have the reliability for it. Plus the returns have been cut down to a third of what they once were. So you only really do it once you get to like 90%. And it also makes it completely pointless for the top championships. I think the European Racing Series is the only one where like 10 performance will actually matter much. I mean, you saw it there. Our gearbox has gone up by 30, and it's gone from the worst to the 6th, and the bar's shot up. So we're not that far, even though we're one of the worst cars, still we shouldn't be that far behind the other teams. But enough about that. It's time to race. Some people are going to back up straight away. And we're off for the Munich Grand Prix, the German Grand Prix. Garuda's after a bad start. Englehart takes past him straight away. But he just forces his way back through both Levingston Motors cars before Englehart has enough. And both our teams are starting to shoot up now, both our drivers. Especially Englehart in the faster car. Porter has the worst gearbox. Englehart pushing to 50th position. A lot of hard braking, which is not good for us because Our brakes are crap. That is Sabado in the Dragon Racing car. Even though we're first, our main position is 8th. Even though our target's 10th, I'm targeting 8th. Both Dragon Racing cars stuck with each other. Porter trying to defend the Garuda Thomas. Garuda is a better car, hands down. Englehart taking past one Dragon Racing team. Teammate Sabado gets past a second as well. Porter making his move. But he's in a worse car, so it's going to be harder for him. Englehart fighting with Tang. Gets past him again. I think he's going to solidify it here. He does. Englehart up into 14th. Oh, Porter making a move. The problem here is that it might open up Thomas. Open up a move for Thomas. Porter up into 16th. Oh, we went a bit wide there. Tang. Well over the back of... no, that was Sabado. Tang is here. Sabado trying to make a move back into his position. Help his teammate. He can't do it there. Englehart up into 13th. Getting past Salam. Englehart moving up the field. Like new gearbox helping him out. Oh, look at that. We're actually just getting past him here. I think that might be our gearbox. I think ours is better than theirs now. Don't know about Porter's like, but... some people are still pushing. We can push. We've got a bit of tyre. That's your fault, mate. I'm giving you everything I've got. I can do anyway. Right, turn them down now. Most people are starting to turn down. Actually, we'll give him high, because Tang is pushing his engine hard. That's Englehart. So 12th and 14th have moved up the field. Antonov hasn't. Santa Ana was crashed. That is great for us. We want to beat Predator, and she's gone. It's going to push us up to 11th and 13th. Porter just making a flat-out move. Oh no, that's Tang. We will attack again. We'll fight him. No rain. It's getting same temperature. We're getting overtaken by John Sitter, who's got a better car. No point in pushing here. But the car behind is conserving. Oh. Despite conserving, Englehart overtakes John Stitton, and we takes 11th place. That's quite the shock. He must be backing up. No, he's not. Nice. See what I mean? With the engine no longer apart, driver skills are a bit more important, which helps us immensely. And the gearbox will help us in this situation when we're starting off. He won't defend it forever, but the car's significantly less important now. I'm going to turn you up to normal because you've got lamb all over the back of you. It's conserving, and Englehart is going for 10th position. That's the new team. That's Zampelli. Oh, Porter tried to make a move on John Stitter here. He's going to do it. 11th and 12th. Just flat out racing on merit here. Right, so 4 laps to go. Our tyre wear is looking alright. 42% in line with pretty much everyone else, so that's not a problem. What's everyone else doing? Normal. Turn down the engine. That's where we're getting past him here. It's probably why we're over the back of Gorg as well. Plus, Englehart's got a form of 10. Of course, the thing is with Englehart in particular, the late game we can really push while everyone's making repairs because of the nurse perk. Ooh, Porter's actually making a push on Englehart here. We'll just turn you up to normal. Englehart is number 1, so he should be ahead of Porter. He's actually stuck behind. He's getting stuck behind Gorg. We're actually going to give him the push order here. I think Gorg's stuck behind Rogers in the Archer. And it's blocking us all up. Oh god. I'm going to attack Johnson to try and take that position back. He must be... No, he's conserving, damn. Porter with a slower car, getting punished. Right. I think we need to pit this lap and next lap, 8 and 9. So we need a medium stint for sure. Anyone that's pitting yet? I think Porter's going to pit first. Everything's fine, so attack, overtake. Back up for now. Try and conserve that tyre for the next lap. Porter gets past Johnston to there before he goes into the pits. Good for him. Right, you need a medium stint. Yeah, this back position's perfectly fine. It's better gone down. Go. Other team's in the pits there. We'll follow him. He's coming out. Oh, that is Rogers and the Archer there, right in front of him. Evans just ahead as well. Englehart up into 7th for now. We're attacking this Archer. They've all gone to mediums. We've got the same strategy. Unsurprising. Porter trying to get past Rogers. He's going to do it here, I think. No, he's not. It's a good time for the pit stop. People haven't still not pitting. That's a bit of a... That's going to making a repair. Oh, what the hell is that? Antonov blocks off Porter, but Rogers gets past him anyway. Come on. Why is it only the human drivers that get punished with that? It's only the human drivers. That's what annoys me most about that. The AI drivers are never affected by it, but the humans are. That's going to cost us about 3 or 4 seconds. Would have had Rogers if we went for that. Englehart's actually behind Evans, who pitted first. We want to get past him as soon as possible, to be honest. We're going to get any of these cars, or we're going to get blocked off as well. Up into 11th for Englehart, but Porter's dropped. Oh no, he's got past people, but he dropped 2 positions, technically speaking. But he's got to defend it now with dodgy tyres. Englehart can't get past Evans. He's got to get past him. He's in a worse car. Get him. Need to keep an eye on Porter though, because I'm going to have to manage his strategy a bit better. Right, he needs to attack. See, that stupid thing where it bugs out. It's like, oh, you're a human driver, you're going to get stuck. This forced us into this predicament where we're probably going to lose 12th position. It's stupid. See what I mean? We should be like near Englehart. It's cost us a good 3 seconds. It's ridiculous. That should be patched like urgently. So we can't defend against these guys. They're in better cars. It's Rogers. We're so we're in 13th. We dropped 2 positions. Englehart's gone up though. Still can car past Evans. It's a freaking Predator car. Thank you. Porter in 12th, defending against Antonov, who won the last race. It was on the Sutter compound, so he's going to overtake at some point. It's Rogers we're fighting against. Not that I can do. If the game's going to screw me over like that, what are you going to do? But Englehart is in 5th at the minute. 16 seconds off the lead. But it's a good race for Englehart at the minute. That's Antonov, that's D'Osta now. You know, we can conserve with Englehart, not too concerned about Evans. He has to pit again before us anyway. I suspect he might even have to do a 3-stopper, which is going to screw him over completely. You need to attack with your tyres actually. D'Osta's doing it. Just smash him into the pits. Man gets stuck. The worst car. See, look how much one stupid thing has affected our race. I can't do a thing with Porter now because it's just bugged. It's ridiculous. Englehart in no man's land, really. Might as well conserve fuel. Oh, D'Osta's actually... we'll attack D'Osta back. I'm going to try and make this a real on stint for Englehart so we can really go on the sauce at the end to make sure. I'm not sure about Porter if he can or not. 5 laps. He can't push his tyre anyway. His engine. In fact, we're gaining ground on both drivers here. Especially Evans, anyway. Oh. He's got past D'Osta. We'll just probably just take it back here, because he'll attack again. Yeah, we're going to make sure with Englehart he gets in onto the Sutter compound at the end. He's gaining ground on Evans anyway. So it doesn't really matter. We don't have to push yet. He's going to attack us back. We don't have the tyre heating to do it. One mistake. It's cost us about 4 or 5 points, that. Cheers, game. There's no reason for it either. Just go around. They'll do it even if there's nobody about. They'll just go straight behind him. It's like, but yeah, the AI drivers go past them. I think Evans is actually holding all these guys up. Which means you don't really have to push because no one can really overtake anyone. Yeah, push for a lot. Get those tyre heats back up a bit. Tyre heating back up a bit. The only one I'm really worried about behind Evans is Antonov, and he has to pit soon. Oh, there's been a crash. That's Tang. That's Tang. He's gone. But he needs the last 3 laps. He needs to go on low as well. He's got a bit of a gap to 14th, but it's not big, and he is closing. He might be he is attacking. I'm hoping Mudge has to pit a bit too early. Dreyfus in the pits, Englehart up into 4th. I'm hoping the long strategy works for him, to be honest. To be fair, he's not really racing these guys. 7 seconds isn't... We're going to have to push quite hard. At the end, he might be able to. In fact, Rogers was already pitting, so he can overtake us. It doesn't really matter. Suspension's a bit dodgy. 10 laps to go. Well, he's in low for the rest of the race again. Well, he's pitting in 2 laps, so we can push. He's pitting next lap. I think there's 10 laps to go, so we're going to have to go onto see, that we can do because we'll be going in low for the most part. Oh, that's quite low. 10 laps and 23%. I think we're going to have to fix that. 10 laps. It's gone down 40%. Over what? 19 laps? So it's 20% for 10 laps, and that will kill it. We're going to have to fix it. That won't be a problem next race, though. On the bright side of Englehart, it's perfectly fine. Look at that nose poke. I will work on the suspension reliability next race. But Englehart is going to get us enough points to do quite well anyway. It might be a good year for Englehart. The team ahead of it, the drivers ahead of him are pitting. Well, 2nd and 3rd, I think. Oh, 2nd stay now. I don't know if that's right. Oh, Mello's actually making a repair. This could be a podium for Englehart. He needs to pit anyway. 10 to 12. There's going to be 9 laps after a pit stop. I think medium and yeah, medium. We can push more. Park condition is perfectly fine. That repair is a real killer though for Porter. It's going to hurt him big time. In fact, it might allow Evans to overtake him and beat him. Thankfully, it's teams races behind him. In fact, Evans has gone on softs. So he might have to pit again, or he's going to have no tyres left. A good pit stop here is really good. Will be really good for Englehart. First place is right there. He's leaving the pits now in 3rd position. That's not insurmountable. Vananen is about 5 seconds ahead. We might get 3rd, depending on how things go. Well, 14th place for Porter. With a repair isn't terrible. I'm hoping Evans has to pit again though. The problem is the cars behind him all have to make repairs. And they're faster. Got a big gap, but to manage that for 9 laps is going to be a tough ask. People are in the pits. Englehart needs to make some ground here. Just get past Elsadat and D'Oster. Yeah, he's going to do that easily. Is he catching Van Aerden here? I don't think so. Might as well consider your tyres. You're that far away from anybody. These might have a decent strategy because I think medium tyres can go to until like 10% or something like that, and then they can make sure they get on softs, which is the faster compound for the end of the race. Choose in the pits. We're past the line. We're in 5th. We should come out just ahead of Batista. So we're 4th. We lost position on the pit stop. Although Porter will gain a position. Evans having a good race. I think he's going to have to pit again though, surely. See, Van Aerden is still attacking. There's no point. There's nowhere near anybody. He's just going to wear his tyre wear out. Look at that tyre wear. Look at Dreyfus's tyre wear. It's already at half. Apparently, it was attack. Go. Try and catch Sabato. There's about 5 laps to go. Yeah, you can push. His gearbox isn't great, so I don't want to risk it, to be honest. We'll just crash at some point. There's Sabato. Evans is dropping now. I'm sure he's going to have to pit again with those tyres. Check it to low just to be sure. That is Batista in the pit, so we're in 4th. We've got 4 laps to make up 5.6 seconds. I don't think we're going to do that. Well, the Dreyfus tyre is not great. What was that? Batista has just come out the pits. We're attacking with him, but I think Batista will get past him. We'll just kind of leave Englehart to his own devices, I think. It's so far from anyone. And Batista is going to be in a faster car with the softer compound. We'll see how well he can do. Evans has got a pit. He can't finish with those tyres. He's got an engine. He is pitting. Oh, that's fine then. Porter will get past him. That's all I really care about. With Porter. I mean, I do the best I can. Don't have to back up here. Just let him through. There's no point. We can't defend that. Or maybe we can. Goddamn trees. Oh! Dreyfus has pitted. Englehart is in 3rd. Could be back-to-back podiums. Is Evans leaving the pit? No, he's just pitting now. Potter finally got overtaken. Vernaden has an issue. Gerard is pitting. Gerard is pitching and Vernaden has an issue. Go. Go, Englehart. Come on. You can't push for too long. We are 3 seconds off a win. Come on. We've got 2 laps. And we are catching. Look, he had to push his engine. That might cost him. Come on. Come on, Englehart. Come on. We're catching quite fast here. We could actually win a race. Oh, he's dropping now. He's dropping Nakasaka Woods. No, he's catching again. Oh, it's these turns. Come on. You can't keep pushing this hard. He's got an issue. Come on. Last lap. Final lap. Low fuel. I'm going to have to turn his engine down. Crap. I actually don't think I can make it now. I think I pushed too hard here. It's XX fuel. If he wants to just break down like right now. Damn. Damn it. Vernaden wins. Englehart finishes second again. 2.7 seconds off the lead. Actually, no, his gearbox is not very good. Keep on low. Porter drops to 12th right at the end. He makes one final push. Unless Porter can overtake him at the end. No, he can't. Englehart almost wins the race. That 12 second repair on the suspension would have got him 9th position. Damn it. Well done, Englehart. Brixala win the race a second time. But I think we've done quite well there to get 2nd position. Englehart so close to winning it. The season shaping up to be a good one. That was all on merit as well. There's no, I'm sure he must have to make some repairs, but there's no wet weather or anything to help us there. Englehart gets 2nd position. Porter with a respectable 12th. Now, if Fernando wants to have a rule break, that'd be nice. But he doesn't. But a back-to-back 2nd positions for Englehart. He's going to put him top of the Drivers' Championship. And we maintain top spot by the same amount of points. 2 races. Levingston Motors still on top. Fernando's not really happy with the win. But Levingston Motors back-to-back 2nd positions. And the German, we could have got 1.2 million for that. Because we had the home bonus for the 2nd position, it would have given us 1.2 million. But happiness has gone up by 50%, so it came in 2nd overall. I'm guessing Vexala got 1st overall. But still, 1st and then 2nd team-wise. No, Englehart, top of the Drivers' Championship. You can't complain at that. We ain't doing too bad for the 2nd worst car on the grid. Well done, Englehart. Top of the drivers. And we're top of the teams. I think we've just got about... I think in 2 races, we've got a half of our point total from last year. No, about a 1/3. Just over a bit over a 1/3. Man, I can't believe we're actually top. Yeah, we'll butter him up. Might as well. So no mistakes with pit crew again, but our pit stops are a bit slower this time. But man, Porter could have fit. If it wasn't for that stupid suspension, that's like 4 positions. Would have actually finished first overall. Because I had to go low for so much as well. We lost so much time on that. We are improving it though. That is happening. We can get 4-star sponsors. That's only 2 though. Is this 1 or 4? That's a 3. Second above 1.4 million. No, we're not going to get that. It's really the easy one 4 stars because they give you a lot of money per race. You know, the 4 stars here are like, you know, to come in the top 3, which we're not going to get. Oh well, I'll see what I'll get, and I'll see you for the Milan GP, which is, I believe, engine, brakes, and high-speed corners. So overall, it should be a very close race because engines are spec, and the rear ring is spec, and I'll try and get a new brake before that's ready before the race. We'll see what happens there with that. Well, thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time. So Let's Play Motorsport Manager with Levingston Motors.